Okay. So yeah, it's being recorded for those who can't hop on tonight. But I just want to start off by introducing kind of who I am, and then I'll let Breezy introduce herself real fast before we get going. For those of you who don't know who she is, um, but my name is Ashley, and I have been coaching for 5 years now, which is so crazy to say. But literally, the best thing about my job is getting to connect with you guys. Like, there's nothing better than getting that like ding notification when your customers has a success, whether it's little or big. To might seem so little, but the fact that a wedding ring fell off while cutting onions at dinner is like the best thing ever, to get a little ding. So I personally started my health and fitness journey about 5 years ago as well, a little over 5 years ago. I was depressed, unhealthy, had major anxiety, feeling down the dumps, crappy, had no energy. But rewind a little bit more. Before that, I was a very athletic person. I was a size 5 when I got married. Very, athletic, and never really cared or worried about my weight. It just wasn't something that I ever had to worry about because I was always moving. And then I got married, had some infertility issues, miscarriage issues, became a very emotional eater. I literally would make brownies at midnight and eat the entire pan. And that's not even an exaggeration. That is the total truth. And I was just depressed. And so I was super scared. And that's what I want you guys to understand is it's been 5 years, but I get it. I know that you guys have so many emotions going through. You're scared of failing. You're nervous. You're super excited. You have big goals to hit. And those are all super normal feelings. And be excited. Be excited. This is not a journey about perfection. And that's where I struggled with everything else prior to Beachbody. Is I was a professional yo-yo dieter. I had tried so many things and I failed at so many things because it wasn't sustainable. I became a mom beast because I was, not eating enough calories, or I was, in starvation mode to be able to get my body to lose weight, or I was doing these crazy fad diets, cutting carbs, cutting sugars, all these things, and it wasn't sustainable. So when I signed up, Breezy's my coach. So you'll get to hear about her in just a few minutes. But I had told her no so many times. And I'm sure some of you guys told your coaches no several times. And a lot of that was due to the fear of failing. And so realize what is possible. There is no end in sight to this. This is your new lifestyle. So embrace it and welcome it. This journey that you're on isn't going to be something that is 60 days long because your first program you choose is 60 days or 30 days or 90 days. But this is something that's going to last a lifestyle if you allow it to. One of the things you need to make sure is that you're always in constant contact with your coach. If you're struggling, your coach doesn't know about it unless you explain that to them. If you're struggling with meal planning, if you're struggling with motivation, let your coach always know. And we have an entire community that you can rely on as well in this process. And I want you guys to understand that you're going to make mistakes. And I hate the word mistakes because really they're not. That's life, right? I make mistakes every day parenting. Ask my kids, how many times I've made a mistake today in the parenting world, right? But that doesn't mean I'm not going to give up tomorrow and not be a mom tomorrow. It's the same thing with your health and fitness journey. There's going to be days that you stick to your meal plan 100% and you rock it. And there's going to be days, we just got through the holidays, ask me how many days I had a meal plan and I failed miserably because it was the holidays. And so, but I'm right here. I'm not giving up. I'm not going anywhere. And that's what your journey is about, is just taking those baby steps. And sometimes they're gigantic steps some days, and literally other days you're just moving your feet forward, just like motherhood. Some days you're go to bed and think, I rocked motherhood today. And other days you're oh my gosh, how did I even get myself into this, right? And so I wanted to share that with you because I want you to know what's possible. I want you to understand that so many things out there are such a mindset thing, where you have to be perfect. And that's why and I'm sure many of you probably have failed at so many things, because perfection isn't lasting, right? Like, you can't be in a perfection mode forever. You can't cut all carbohydrates out and never eat another carb your entire life. And the minute you do, you get off track, right? So in my 60 days, when I participated 5 years ago, I didn't have Beachbody On Demand. I actually had to buy what they call like DVDs. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with those things, but I literally had to buy one DVD. I spent $160 for my one DVD, and I was going to go all in. And I was super excited. Guys, I did like one of the original programs. I did Turbo Jam. Very, very low impact workout. Very, 30 to like an hour workouts. Wasn't the 30 minutes that they had. 30 minutes is like your intro workout. And I lost 20 inches in 60 days. And you will see very similar results as you stick to a meal plan, as you choose a program that's going to be best designed for you. People ask me all the time, like, what program am I going to get the best results from? And that program at the end of the day is what you're going to show up and do every single day. Is it a dancing kind of movement? Is it low impact? Is it a competitive one where you have to beat your score every time? And that's where you need to work with your coach and find out what program is going to be best for you to start. And so I want you to think about that as we talk about this tonight too, is what program do you want to start this week? What program do you want to say, I'm committed to starting this program for this amount of time? So each program is designed to be either like 21 days is like one of the shorter workouts, up to 90 days for some of them. So realize that, and as you get thinking as we're on tonight, be prepared to answer the call to your coach, what program you're committed to. So that's my story, a little bit who I am. I'm going to let Breezy introduce herself, and then we'll just dive right into our kickoff tonight.
Hi, ladies. All right, so I'm Breezy Bitter, and I started Beachbody programs about 7 years ago, actually. I did my first challenge group, and it was after I had my first baby. I was looking for something to lose the baby weight. It wasn't coming off like I had planned it to. And I also wanted something to help with my Crohn's disease. So I discovered Turbo Fire and Shakeology, and my life changed from that point forward. One of the reasons why I love Beachbody workouts, programs, the community, I love it because it really has all of the solutions. It's a complete solution. It has the fitness portion, a variety of fitness. It has the nutrition portion. It's not a fad diet. It's a complete system to teach you how to fuel your body. And now with the 2B mindset, with portion control, we have so many different meal plans that you can really tweak to be what's best for you. And then we have, of course, the community support, which is huge. So this is a part of that community support, and that's been a game changer for me. I loved it so much, I decided to be a coach and bring others in and mentor coaches and mentor my clients. And that's been life-changing for me. So here I am, 7 years later, still doing this and still a part of it because I love it. And this is kind of your introduction to plug into that community. And that's what we ask as you're a part of this, is to really plug in, because that is going to help you change the most when you're able to plug in, to connect with other women who are having struggles, maybe similar, maybe different, when you're able to share and show up for yourself and then show up for others as well. So, excuse me, another thing, when I first started, I've always been into health and fitness. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a website called Spark People, but I would go to Spark People and I would enter my food and read all these articles about, things and try to put together all these, this nutrition plan for myself and do these workouts from these videos. And it's just so amazing to see how this has evolved, how fitness and nutrition has evolved. You guys, we have an incredible resource at our fingertips through Beachbody On Demand. There are recipes, there are fitness and nutrition tips. If you have a question about your meal plan and breastfeeding, go type it in on the Beachbody On Demand and you will find something on the blog. If you have that same question and didn't find what you were looking for, come into the Rise and Inspire community page and type it in and ask, and people are going to be able to give you that information and those resources. We are literally a community of women trying to rise and inspire one another on these journeys that we're having. And we're so excited to welcome you into that. And we hope, like Ashley said, that you'll feel comfortable reaching out to us, reach out to your coach, post on the page. And we really want this to be a successful year for you, personally, socially, physically, mentally. We want you to learn to grow and really envelop this sustainable lifestyle that can carry you through so much. This lifestyle carried me through 2 more pregnancies. This lifestyle has carried me through moves, through job changes, financial struggles, financial success, all those different roller coasters of life. The Beachbody lifestyle is sustainable to help you through all of that. So we're excited. And now Ashley is going to give you some of kind of the nitty gritty resources that are available at your fingertips. Some of the how-tos and the navigation. So pay attention. And like I said, just make sure to use these resources because that's where you're going to get the biggest benefit of this group.
I love it. Guys, there is no way, I'm sitting here thinking there's no way 5 years ago I would have ever done this. Ever been on a call, just bouncing back and forth like it's no big deal. And what's super cool is I am looking at people I am not your coach, Breezy is, but I get to know you guys in a very intimate setting because of this community. And it's super cool and super inspiring to be able to be a part of this. And yeah, I'm not your coach, but I'm here to help you. And, Breezy might not be all your coaches, but she's here to help you. And we have a ton of coaches in our community that have the answers. I am not a nutrition expert by any means, but I know fitness and I understand the fitness stuff a lot more, where we have other people that are amazing when it comes to the nutrition. So it's so cool to be able to have so many coaches there to help uplift and inspire you guys as well. So the best part about the community, like Breezy says, it is just this whole package, right? For the first time in my life, guys, before starting Beachbody, I had 7 miscarriages. That's where me and Breezy kind of, fell into each other's laps, at that moment of understanding what that was like. But for the first time in my entire life, I was able to open up and found that I wasn't alone. And that's when my emotional healing or emotional eating started to heal, because I was able to all of a sudden open up in this community and talk about and realize that I was not alone. I was alone in my family. No one in my family had ever been through this, but there were so many women in this community that was there who has been through those steps with me, who was able to encourage me to get testing and to get other things I would have never thought about as well. So your health is based upon, like Breezy said, your emotional, your physical, your mental, your social, your spiritual well-being. And so one of the biggest things about weight loss is you need to understand is so much of it comes from loving who you are, loving you from the inside out. And my favorite thing about my transformation and my favorite thing to see in any customer or any transformation I see in the Rise and Inspire group is the transformation of their smile. You will see from a girl, and you'll see in my own transformation, a girl who her first picture is literally this fake smile, not because I want it to be fake, but it was this, here we go, okay. And it was this, and in 60 days, I was able to transform to a person who I loved again, who was confident in her own skin again, who recognized the girl in the mirror looking back. And a lot of that is stemmed through personal development. And when I was first told about personal development, I thought it was a joke. I thought, like, are you kidding me? Like, that is foreign to me. I don't read. Like, I taught first grade for 5 years, guys. So, like, if it wasn't a picture book, I always joke around, like, if it wasn't a picture book, I just didn't read it. But in the last 5 years, I have clung to personal development, and my life has changed, and I have become a much better person from the inside out. Because I worked on myself. So what is personal development? Personal development is something you either read or listen to that makes you better, that makes you a better mom, wife, sister, friend, whatever it is. If you're struggling with self-worth, and Brene Brown has some amazing books. I have read several of hers and listened to several of hers because that's something that I've struggled with my entire life. If you struggle with time management, if you're struggling with understanding your kids, the love language is an amazing, tool there. But the one book, and I want you to write this down, that I want you guys to read during this journey from day one is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's like $10 on Amazon. It is a super, super easy read. And it's like literally easy, guys. Like there's like 6 chapters in it. We've read it several times, but it's going to talk about how little changes that you make every single day aren't going to make a big difference tomorrow. But these small changes that you make today and tomorrow and in a week and in a month are going to lead to big changes over the next year, 3 years, and here I am 5 years later, 2 more kids added to our family later. Guys, if you don't know, I had a horrible summer. I was pregnant. My water broke at 22 weeks. I was on bed rest till 37 weeks, and I sat. And guys, I will tell you, if I hadn't read personal development and it wasn't in a good mental state at that time, I would have crumbled. If I didn't have a community where I can rely on, I would have crumbled. And I would have eaten my life away. And I did not eat perfect over those 6 weeks, or those not 6 weeks, 15 weeks. But I was able to mentally hang in there. And that was due to the personal development that I had read in the last 5 years of my life. But the compound effects is a prime example is tomorrow, if you eat a donut, the scale's not going to change at the end of the day, or the next day. A donut's not going to affect it. But if you eat that donut every single day, or you eat a cookie, or you eat, crap go to McDonald's every single day, it's going to reflect that scale in a week, in a month, in a year. And it's the same thing with, losing the weight. If you replace that donut on the way to work with an omelet before you leave, you're not going to magically step on the scale and see a 10-pound difference because you replace one item. But you make those small little choices. In a week, you're going to see results on the scale. In a month, you're going to see even more. In a year, you're going to see more. And your life is going to change. And so I'm going to recommend you guys read and listen to personal development for at least 10 minutes a day as part of your journey. And take that time to make sure that you're working on you every single day, because that's what's going to keep you in this game. That's what's going to give you that mindset change to change your life forever. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you some tools that you guys have at your fingertips. First of all, you guys should all be in the My Challenge Tracker app. If you dropped your email in, no matter if you're my coach or Breezy's coach, I just added you today in that My Challenge Tracker app. So make sure you have the My Challenge Tracker app downloaded on your phone. That's a place where you will check in with your Shakeology and your daily workout. The reason why we want you in that app is because as a coach, it makes it easy because, like I said, Breezy and I have been coaching over 5 years. We have a lot of people. And that is an easy way for us to go through and be like, Brittany hasn't logged her Shakeology in 5 days. What's going on? And I can easily reach out to her. Or if I see someone who's logged every single day, I know she's rocking it. I can message her. I can shout her out from the rooftops because she is doing some amazing things. And that app is simply just to be able to track your your weight, to track your own measurements. The only people who see your weight and your measurements and all that kind of stuff is your personal coach. So if I'm not your coach, I'm not even going to be able to see your measurements. So feel free to like put whatever you want when it comes to like your measurements inside the app, because like I said, it's only connected to you and your coach. So if you're not even mine, I won't even see it. No one in the group will see it except for you and your coach. And so that's also a great way to see how many times you logged. It was super cool. My sister, her goal was 300 workouts last year, and she was able to do that. And she was able to track that through the app and post about it because she had completed that 300 workout just from logging it every single day in the app. But this is our Rise and Inspire community. This is where the magic happens, guys. And I promise you that if you dive into this community, you're going to see better results, because you're going to be mentally and physically in the game, and you're going to get the help and the resources that you need. So I want to go over a couple tools that you guys have at your fingertips. The expectations for the group is always at the pin, or the announcement is what they're called now. The announcement post at the top of the page. There is a 6 a.m. crew that works out every single day. There is a Zoom link, so exactly what we're on. You don't have to be doing the exact same work at the exact same time, but there is a link where you can go on and find a buddy and work out. I personally, right now, it's kind of hard with a new baby, but I plan on working out around 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll just post, hey, I'm going to work out. Anyone want to hop on with me? And you can hop on. If that doesn't work for you, see if you work out at night, see if someone wants to join you. See if someone else is working out at nighttime, and you can find a time that works for you guys and connect and be able to work out. And the reason I love this is you can see that I modify. Even when I was in tip-top shape, before I was on bed rest and everything else, I was modifying some workouts because the moves were hard for me. And it's cool and empowering to see that you're not the only one struggling behind, or in your bedroom, like working out. Other people are struggling too, but they're doing it over and over and over again. So that link is right here. It's always at the very top of the page for you to be able to hop on. And if you, randomly at, lunchtime, haven't gotten your workout in, you're like, hey, I got to get this in. Anyone want to join me? I'll hop on, come in and join us. So that's that. On the left side of the page are some resources here. This is the big one I want you guys to see, is there is one called Units. In the units, there's personal development. There's stuff with topics there, like we were just talking about personal development, the compound effect. This is broken down to topics. So it gives you ideas for, spiritual stuff, time management, love languages. There's a bunch of different categories there for you guys to kind of go through and pick some personal development. I'd highly suggest, if you're not on Audible, Amazon Audible, it's like, I want to say $14.95 a month. You get a free book every single month. If you ever cancel, it's yours forever. And still, they have amazing deals all the time on them. So keep an eye out for that. But it's a great way to get your personal development in, or your local library. When I first started, that's what I was doing. I was going to the local library and reserving personal development books. So that's there. Unit 1 is getting started. So this is something that, really you should be going through this from day one. So this is like the welcome, the first things first, all the reminders that you need to know. There's a little contract for you to sign so you know that you're worth it, that you're going to take the time. There's an affirmation page for you to fill out where you're going to write your affirmations down that you're going to tell yourself every single day, because you are worth it. You are worth working out every single day and taking that time. I think as moms, sometimes it's really hard to remember it's okay to take that time for ourselves, that 30 minutes out of the 24 hours a day. It's okay for us to take those 30 minutes. And how to pick a workout, there's a section there. If you don't know where to even start, there's a workout right there, where you can pick that out. Working on your why. Why are you going to show up every single day, guys? I'll tell you right now, it's very selfish reasons. Like, I am working out because I'm going on a cruise in March. So literally in my pantry, and I actually am going to be posting about this, in my pantry, I put those little 3M hooks, and my swimsuit is hanging on the inside door of my pantry. So when I open my pantry, I'm like, those cookies look good. I see my swimsuit right next to it, and it's just not worth it. Other times, my why is very, very deep and very connected. But right now, I'm like, I've got to get a swimsuit on. I just had a C-section like couple months ago. So, you know, that why changes constantly, but pick that why. What's going to motivate you to show up every single day when you don't want to? Because everyone has those days, or weeks or months. There's a goal sheet, how to take your before and after measurements, and just some reminders for you. So go through those, take some time this first week to go through these and fill these out, send them to your coach so you guys are on the same page, so your coach knows how to best help you. And then unit 2 is the personal development. And this right here, this is the golden chapter is in my mind. And when I first started, I could work out every single day because someone was telling me what to do, but no one was in my kitchen telling me how to eat. And this is where I struggled with the most. So I took time, we took resources, and we have these laid out for you. So this is where I want to spend a few minutes, go over some tips for you guys to meal plan. But there are some portion control containers. There's some videos for you guys to watch on Beachbody On Demand so you can understand how the portion control containers work if you're doing a portion control meal plan. There's some foundation videos to get your pantry cleaned out to make sure you're all set. But this is where these two, I think, are the two golden units or chapters or whatever they're called. Turning your containers into meals and then turning them into a weekly meal plan. So I actually have this. Actually, I laminated it. This is my weekly meal plan, and this is kind of what I wanted to go over with you guys for a few minutes so you guys realize you have access to this to help you meal plan every single day. It used to totally overwhelm me. 7 meals or 7 days times 5 meals is like, oh, like what am I supposed to do? So what I did is I created this little sheet, like a cheat sheet almost here for you. And it lays it out into days and your containers up here. So it's kind of hard to see. I should probably open it up so you guys can see. But this is here for you guys to print. There's an example page for you. And this is literally because this is the way my mind thinks and I don't get overwhelmed when I meal plan this way, is I put how many containers I need for each meal. So it's all right here. For me, my meal plan's usually 4 greens, 3 purples, 2 reds, or 4 reds. It's all right there. So when I go through and meal plan, I literally have my dry erase marker, which my kids were using today, so it's probably not in my drawer. But I would go through, I'd write my Shakeology every single day, and that's a red. So I would literally go through on my breakfast, I'd write Shakeology, and I knew it was going to be 1 red. And I would just write Shako, and I'd put what I was eating in my Shako. My fruit, I usually have a banana in there and spinach. So I have 1 purple and 1 green. So I literally go through here, and every single day I adjust it. Okay, well, I don't have enough greens. I need another vegetable, so let's pair a vegetable with dinner. Or let's add an extra vegetable at snack time, or whatever it is. So and then I can just dry erase it, and then on the other side, what I just made it double-sided for me, I can write my meals out as I meal plan. For me, this is really simple for me to follow and be able to say, okay, how many containers am I deficit of? You know, I like to plan my dinners and kind of everything around it. So I literally will write my dinner out and then fill in my snack gaps depending on what containers I have left. And so that's kind of the way I do it. Doesn't mean it's the only way to do it, but that's just one suggestion in there for you. And then that can translate over into this. The other thing I would highly suggest is you have a meal plan book that you got, or on Beachbody On Demand, are all the meal plans. Go through it and circle everything that you love. Do you love carrots? Circle them. Do you love chicken? Circle it. I will never eat fish. You will never see me ever eat a piece of fish, ever. So I would cross that off. I know that's not going to happen. However, I have expanded my stuff. Things that you're willing to try, go through and put like a little check mark next to it, or a heart or something that you're like, I don't know what that even tastes like. I'm going to try spaghetti squash, okay? Or whatever. And that's going to help you meal plan as you take those things that you love and incorporate them into your everyday meal plan. So that is there for you. It kind of lays it all out. I'm not going to kind of go in detail because it is right there for you guys to kind of read through. There's a blank fitness and meal plan there for you to be able to access as well. What I do want to go over real fast, because we got about 5 minutes, and if we get kicked off, we'll just hop on again because I have the free version, so it's limited time. So if it kicks us off, just click on the same link and we'll just hop right back on. Does that sound good? A couple of things I want you to be aware of on Beachbody On Demand. Oops, my email is not right. Hotmail. This is not just workouts. Like Breezy said, there's an entire blog. There's an entire nutrition section where you can literally, when I talk about meal planning, this is my favorite. I click nutrition up here. I think it's nutrition. They've moved things around since they've updated this. Yes, recipes. Check this out, guys. If you're ever stumped on trying to create meals, guys, this is the To Be Mindset up here, but look, I need dessert. I need chicken recipes. I need breakfast recipes. Guys, there are tons and tons and tons of recipes on here. So I'm literally just going to click on one. We'll just kind of randomly click on this one, sheet pan sweet potato hash with eggs. What is awesome about this is at the very bottom, it's going to lay out the program that you're on. So it's going to be say, okay, this meal is 1 red, 2 yellows, and a teaspoon. So this is why I always plan my dinners first. I'm like, oh, that looks good. That looks good. And I kind of go through and plan dinners and then kind of work my way backwards because dinner is my most important meal of the day for me. And so that's the way I work it out or work it. And the other thing that's super nice is most of the recipes, if you look at the ingredients right here. So let's say this is set at 4 servings, but let's say your family's a family of 7. You can go through and move this little bar to tell you how many servings you need. And that makes it super awesome. So if you're a family of 5, it's really nice because you can literally just adjust that. So make sure you're aware of that. And then there's, like I said, there's a blog here. If you're like, I don't even know, let's do 21-day fix meal plan because that's the one I'm on. I can literally type that in the search bar and check this out. They have fun mason jar salads. Like here's stuff, 21-day fix extreme meal plans, 21-day fix lunch recipes. You can literally go in and look at so many things. If you're pregnant, you can literally type in pregnant. Oops, I spelled pregnant wrong though. You're not going to find much with that spelling. Pregnant. And you're just going to find so many things. Maybe I didn't put it in right. But yoga, low impact. But like literally, you're going to find so many things. If you're starting with water, there's going to be, juicing. So many things that you can go through. New Mom's Guide to Losing Baby Weight. Like there's so many things here available to you at your fingertips. And then as far as the fitness goes, let's say they have a new program coming out I'm super excited for. Let's say I am going to be doing, workouts. That I'm in the blog still. Workouts. There is, let's say you're going to be doing Transform 20 or one of the, any program. I want you guys to understand the resources that are available to you at your fingertips. First of all, there's always going to be a program material button. This is critical, guys. I failed as a coach when someone's like, what workout am I supposed to be doing today? She was doing the same workout every single day. She didn't even know there was options. I thought, obviously I missed that point. So in here is a getting started. Every single program has a nutrition guide and a calendar and tracking guide that you can literally print off for you guys to track and know exactly what workouts that you should be doing every single day. It's literally laid out for you. These programs are scientifically designed to work start to finish. So today, I'm doing Transform 20. I did day 1, the burn. And so that lays out everything that you need for your workout, including the nutrition. So make sure you click on those to get your nutrition in check. And I have so many tabs open. I'm sorry, guys. But yes. So to sum it up, unless you guys have questions, like I said, if it kicks us off, just use the same link. Be active in the Rise and Inspire group. I promise you, the more active you are, the better results you're going to get. Stay active with your coach. Let her know your victories. Let her know your struggles. Let her know everything that's going on. They want to hear, okay? They want to know all about it. So, does anyone have any questions that we can answer for you guys? We have less than a minute, but like I said, just hop on. Okay. If you do, put them in the Rise and Inspire community. We will get them answered. You can always tag your coach if you want your particular coach to answer them. If you don't care who answers, then just put up and you'll get so many answers and so much help. So get a workout picked out. Tomorrow, your only assignment is to post on the Rise and Inspire community page. Anything. Motivation, your workout, whatever you're feeling tomorrow, get it up tomorrow and tag your coach so they can see it. Okay? Have a good night, unless that chat. No. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and let's do this. I'm so excited, guys. Have a good night.